how desperate do you have to be to take your house help home to pose as your girlfriend or fiance for Christmas? This is called Wife for Christmas. It's featuring Chris Okagwe, Sarayan Martin, Kenneth Wadike, and Becky Patrick. And basically, Chris is, like your run of the mill, like rich working guy in Nigeria. He has a house help who is Sarayan. And basically, he needs to bring a wife home for Christmas. He's been saying he is. And then once he hears that his brother, Kenneth, is engaged, he's like, nah, I gotta step up. So, and they're at loggerheads. They don't get along. So it's like, I can't have my brother engaged and I'm not engaged. So now he's looking around, turning around, and he's like, damn, I don't have no girl in my life. What am I gonna do? So he decides to ask his house help to come with him and pretend to be his fiance. Only thing is, he can't stand her. He thinks like she's too local. She doesn't know how to talk, her accent, she doesn't know how to dress. Like, he's ashamed of her essentially. And he's like, but I have no choice at this point. So he brings her home, but because she's a house help and she's more like down to earth traditional, his mother loves her. Like, she can cook, she can clean. The mother can tell that she has like good values, good morals, but like her son on the other hand doesn't really see her like that as true wife material initially. So, his brother is there with, his fiance, who apparently is Chris's ex, which is like, what the hell? I don't even know if the brother knew that when he started dating her, that's his brother's ex. Like, that's crazy. So they're both there fighting back and forth for like, who's the better brother, who's the better son, who got the better fiance, but along the way, he starts to see like, is she so bad? She looked pretty, even though, she's local. Can I groom her, shape her, and mold her into what I want her to be, right? Can I actually, like, love and like this woman? My mom already does. So, hey, let's see if, his feelings can change towards her, or if he's like, no, 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 no. And he can only see her as a house girl or like a maid. So I liked this movie, actually. It was really funny. Sarayan playing like a local village house girl was hilarious. I mean, she's actually pretty versatile as an actress. I'm actually surprised at how versatile she is. I didn't think she was going to be very versatile. I thought she was just going to be one of those IG baddies turned actress, but she's actually pretty good. I like her. And Chris killed it. He's a great actor. So is Kenneth. They all did really, really well acting wise. I really enjoyed it. I'm not going to say like it was the most original script. Obviously, we've seen the whole rich guy fall in love with house help or, some version of that story. And this is not that different. But the acting, the execution, the way in which it played out is what, makes me decide whether or not I liked it. And I liked this one, actually. I would recommend it.